Very well. I will attend to the threshold.
I'm guessing these are not my friends. Welcome back to Get the Rain.
Wade is in Conwell Springs. He's being treated in the clinic.
Yep. So I can visit him and ask him about everything, but he's ill apparently. So I don't know if I can really speak
That was
to him.
Erica Wade. Her father is being treated at the clinic in Conwell Springs.
Being treated? He's sick?
Looks that way. Small miracle they managed to keep it out of the press.
Yeah, I suppose you are returning to talk to him?
It'll have to be tomorrow. It's quite late for that now.
I suppose. Scrabble?
Oh, you're so on. I will crush you.
I hardly did anything. That was a short day.
You're off your game today. Is everything alright?
Oh, shut up. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Oh, up late, thinking about your grandpa and everything?
Not just that, I keep having this bad dream. Well, it's not exactly a dream, it's something that actually happened.
Oh? What is it?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
It's private.
You can trust me. Whatever it is, I promise I won't judge.
You will.
Well, it's your funeral. So, I used to be 16 and also pregnant.
She just doesn't say anything apparently. Did you have an aneurysm just now, E? Oh no, I broke it. Someone, we need an emergency. Jesus, stat.
Someone? We need an emergency, Jesus, stat.
Please, go on.
Well, seeing as how I don't actually have a 5-year-old, you can probably put 2 and 2 together.
You had an abortion.
Sure did. Major pain in the ass too, but hey, couldn't let that pregnancy go untreated.
I'm glad you're telling me, but I really wish you hadn't done that, Kathy. Who was the
donor, you wouldn't know him. Guy who knocked me up, single motherhood waiting to happen. I don't actually know his name, could probably pick out his Johnson in a lineup though. It's maybe a little too rude for her.
I don't actually know his name. Could probably pick out his Johnson in the lineup though.
Oh,
Ew.
Sorry.
I'm evil.
But yeah, you have to see that the situation wasn't great. Parenthood-wise.
No.
I respect your decision, but you know how I feel about this.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious.
That guy up there, he's pro-life. And I'm with him.
I get that. I gotta say, you're being really cool about this, E. I was expecting you to clutch your cross, flip the table, and storm off or something.
I'm not a walking stereotype, you know.
Says the red-headed nerd with the glasses.
Exactly.
Ha ha.
You look like it.
But Kathy, if you keep having that nightmare, perhaps you should talk to somebody about it.
I just did.
Maybe. But I doubt obsessing over it is very healthy either. Your turn, E.
Oh, fine. Oh, I play apricot, orange. Yay, bingo. 67 points.
Well, ain't that fucking peachy.
At least it's not sour grapes.
Touche.
What a fun night. That night she dreams again. Is it the same dream? Or a different one?
A tainted one approaches. Is it time?
All right.
Yes. A fire that burns so bright. It is almost unbearable to see. Indeed. It seems the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Shall we sculpt some flesh friends, then?
Yeah.
Very well. I will attend to the threshold.
I'm guessing these are not my friends. Gives me kind of Stranger Things vibe. You know the show. September 27th, 1995, day 3. I am sleeping again.
Good morning, sunshine.
Please tell me I dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night.
Nope.
3 times in a row.
Rub it in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself now.
Oh, you. Don't be a sore loser. So what's the plan today?
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away. While I'm at it, I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Am I?
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
Why don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
I'll get right on it.
Great. Thanks, E.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right. Yeah.
She gives me homework. New location added. I'm hoping 3 new locations. Because she said the home where Mr. Wade is. I thought she mentioned 2 more. Don't remember them. But like I said, I don't know anything about the game, so the video we just saw kind of explains a little bit more what the game is about, apparently, because I thought it was just, you know, point and click, walking through town, speaking to people. But there's a different storyline than, you know, a normal storyline. Apparently it's a little sci-fi, I think. So what to do right now? There's not much I want to do in this room, so I think I'm just gonna go out. Let's see, Mr.
All right,
Wade.
I'm off. Peace out, E.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Alright, I had to check the page about the flower. I forgot already. I'm glad she's doing all the research. See, 3 locations, told ya. Church, nature reserve, clinic. I want to go to the clinic first. I think Mr. Wade is the most important. And also I haven't read that page about the flower yet, so... Hey, is it my friend the bomb? I think it is. Hi there.
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
I don't think it is.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
That's true.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a steak through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
All right, I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
Escort Historia's consult notes. Does that mean that I'm gonna take a look at my own notes?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
I guess it does, but why would he know any of this? The church?
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
Weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really, I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it, he's a friendly guy.
Sure, he'll tell me.
All right,
Doubt that.
I might do that.
Also, I don't believe you can just shake a cult, but who knows? Do you know her?
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Oh,
Really? What can you tell me about her?
So it's all connected.
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She can sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
So he is also connected in a way that his father found the girl. So it's not just a bomb that I happened to come across then.
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
Weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Cocky, I don't think he will notice.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam.
Really?
Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Wait a minute.
Why do I even bother?
Oh. I thought he was the cocky I needed to find. But he's just messing with me again.
What do you know about Lily Meyer's art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
Deranged. That's all then.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
He does.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
Well, technically I do have a picture with lights on them, so... But also he is a little bit crazy, so...
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
What is your story?
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Yeah, right.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Sorry.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies.
Your imagination.
Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
Showbiz career. Well, that's you, man.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
Acting.
What about it?
Oh, why would I need to know about these movies? I think it's too soon. I need more information, probably.
Natural bald killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
That's not a happy story. No, I'm gonna go back.
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
No, not the listening type. Takes too long.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye!
And also... Goober, or that was his name, right? I think I need to know about those movies, but I need to do something else first. So let's go to the entrance. Another person who looks very friendly. Probably isn't.
Excuse me, nurse?
Nope, told you.
Hey, nurse!
Yeah?
They don't pay you much. Try not to strain yourself. Somebody around here hates their job.
They don't pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
I need to get rid of her somehow.
But how?
No thanks. I have better things to do. I can't read it from here.
From here.
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations.
Would that get her
A
away?
calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year. Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging. Time for a smoke break, don't you think?
What?
You smoke?
No way. Those things will kill you.
Too bad, but worth the try. So 1991, they loved that year. So do I need to ask the bum about 1991 maybe? Movies? Don't know. Worth the try. Mr. Goober. Or take a
Hey,
look at the trash
Doofus.
can. Doofus.
Oh, hi!
Live performance?
So,
What about?
tell me about...
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez. Based on a true story.
But he doesn't name years,
Oh,
so
never...
Not the
maybe this one.
So, how good an actor are you?
the best, the very best.
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies. And that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
No, it was contempt.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Oh, wait. I only asked about those two, so... Ooh, no.
Probably The Silence of Lambert.
Oh, I'm gonna be loud.
Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that.
Oh, Consuelo, how I wish I could speak. I have so many things left to say. My chest, no! It can't be! Hold me! Thank you! You've been a great audience.
So that one's wrong. Nothing's happening.
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
Intervene. With the stun gun? That would be rude. Oh, I can speed things up. That's great. So I'll ask about all the movies just to pick out
Hey,
this
Doofus.
one.
Oh, hi!
So,
What about?
Why always deaths at the end?
why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
Did I ask this one?
Give me the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is.
Sounds confusing.
The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
You could say that.
Oh, never mind.
Not the...
Hey,
Sure.
how about...
Business. I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's that smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing. Thank you.
No, it's too late for that.
Great audience.
Oh no. Why is she so slow? So it is the right
That wasn't
performance.
really...
Again. I have to do it right away. Goober, Mr. Goober, I need another performance.
Hey,
Now hurry up, Kathy.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's that smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing.
nurse, he's seizing!
Oh shit!
Sorry, Goober.
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Yeah, you do. Maybe pay him $10 when he asks for $10, since he has nothing. Don't be a cheapskate. How am I gonna find the username and password? Has to be here somewhere. Board?
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. What a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
So that's her name. But what would her password be? 1991?
A calendar from...
Is it then C. Mendez? Wait, how did you write it? Mendez. 1991? Incorrect password, so the name is correct. Alright, then what would the password be? So use my floppy disk then? I don't know. Where are you?
It's labeled boot.
Extract password? Error.
Crap.
User
Looks like I have to figure out the username some other way.
password Otorgador. Alright. That's what I needed. Otorgador. I'm there. Name Wade. Just Wade.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Referral from Dr. A. Friedman. Patient has undergone successful invasive heart surgery and was transferred to this facility at his own request. The initial prognosis looks good, and the patient is likely to make a full recovery in 6 to 8 weeks. Room 6B. Alright. Wait, what did I do? 6B. Hurry. She might be back. Mr. Bodyguard.
It's all right, Claude.
Understood, sir.
It looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. A little older version.
So, you managed to find me.
How did you know?
I did.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with? Will that suffice for your front page?
I'm no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
Ah, she's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break.
Nope. Not that either.
Surely this must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
Why is he so rude to me? Don't you recognize me? You're assuming a lot. I don't need to piggyback on favors or make my own way. Let's just say
That's
this.
not what this is about. It's personal.
Sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his gun.
You know, Charles, the person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its owner.
Very true. That's something the Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or was that one of the few times where he didn't save your sorry ass?
Hold on there. Explain yourself.
You're willing to listen to something other than your own voice? I'm stunned. I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
Were you too?
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
I don't remember seeing him there.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
Oh, he changed his character. Cocky. Do you know
Do you
him?
recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it.
I
It
knew
belongs
it.
to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran. He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Perfect. Thanks.
Jimmy Cochran. Let's ask about him.
Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense, he's been held in a mental institution for years.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
Oh, Mommy is there. I don't know you that well. I'm not gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. I've passed the building a few times in the city. So, do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Ouch.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
Back to the city, then where am I going? Am I gonna go to Grandma? Kathy, you should talk to me about those things, not just make them up. The art.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings.
I don't buy it.
I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs. Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for. Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
I never said I was eloquent. Stolen. Does he know about the church?
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
The incident is important.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph. But he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
I would think that too.
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know?
Yes, I am.
I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the health care, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I'm gonna check that.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together. I can't even begin to count the number of times he's saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So, when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
My mommy and
My
daddy.
parents?
Yes, they ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior.
Hey, be nice.
I couldn't have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
I thought my mom was their daughter, but I think my dad was then. Agree with him about tough love, tell him Grandpa is not to be blamed. I'm gonna defend my family.
It's hardly Grandpa's fault. He did everything he could to set my father straight.
Oh, I never claimed to doubt Joseph's commitment, but I'm not going to ignore his flaws either. Your grandfather often used his heart when he should have used his head.
It's your opinion.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I believe it is, objectively. But I shouldn't speak ill of the dead.
No, you shouldn't.
Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on.
And your head too.
Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
It's not obvious to me. Why can't you be friends with a guy in a wheelchair?
Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched. But every single painting by an unknown local artist, gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right there.
I agree.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
Multiple.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
Oh, that's nice of you.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious. What's your interest in the paintings?
He knows more.
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
Why is that strange? What do you know and what are you not telling me? Should I show the photo of the soldiers?
Do you recognize this, Charles?
Of course. Your grandfather, me, Jimmy Cochran, taken shortly before we went to the war.
You guys look like you just won the lottery or something.
Indeed. We were mere children, with no concept of what we were getting into.
Should I show him this picture, but I don't know if that's smart to do.
What do you see in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess. They can grow terribly large around these parts.
Yeah, right. I don't believe that. What else? Map? Why do I have a map? Of what? When did I get that? Huh? I'm confused. Oh, is that the map my roommate gave me that I'm supposed to read? No, that's this botany book excerpt. Where did that come from? Maybe the key?
Do you know what this key opens?
You must be truly desperate if you ask random people a question like
I
that.
am. But that was not an answer. Alright, let's leave.
Thanks, Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
I don't trust you one bit. Is there something here? Painting gramophone?
Looks like Wade brought some of his old tunes with him.
He's yawning. Funny. Phone.
A private phone. Wade must get special privileges here.
Yeah, no kidding. He has gold walls or whatever it is around his bed.
Just some boring landscape paintings.
Boring.
That guy is huge. I wonder how many cows he eats per day.
Cows. Did you like this video? Check out my other videos on my page Fun with Miku and don't forget to subscribe.